I didn't know the magnitude of the crisis when I landed in Nairobi. Obviously, it was going to be a major story. I didn't know at the time how brutal it would be and how personal it would be. I can't believe my eyes. I walked here pretty much every day I was in Nairobi. It feels really eerie and unbelievable. Westgate represented a place that was social. Many of my friends and family go there, particularly on a Saturday morning. Security has always been an issue for many people in Nairobi, and Westgate represented security, that you may be uncomfortable going to other parts of town, but a mall in Kenya represents somewhere safe.
Let's go upstairs.
Suddenly there was gunfire, and when I looked up there was black smoke rising in the air. It was such a disconnect in that moment between all the normality that the environment is to me and what was actually happening. I remember thinking, what will I do if the terrorists come in with blazing gunfire through that gate? Everyone around me was petrified and was running, and we ran as well, and then came back to our camera positions. So it was a balance between doing the journalism that was necessary and important, and also absorbing how everything personal and normal that I'm comfortable with was totally shattered. You can see bullets in the glass around me. You can see exactly where the children had their cooking classes. I remember also when we first entered the rooftop at Westgate, seeing immediately the section of the parking lot where the children were having the cooking day, baking cakes. So seeing that was really upsetting to me, and just see that a mall that was so familiar and always full of people and friends really was empty, and there were only armed military, and the clattering of people clearing out their wares. My aunt Zolobia was visiting Nairobi from London on holiday. She was visiting her in-laws and my dad, her brother, and she had gone to Art Cafe with her family just to do what everybody does on a Saturday, have a cappuccino. And then she walked over to Nakumatt, the main grocery shop and sort of all-purpose household utility place. And all of a sudden she heard shots ring out. She was very lucky because she and her husband ran to the back of the shop and hid behind an aisle that wasn't the left one and wasn't the right one, and on both sides there were killings. She was there for a few hours and finally escaped out of the service entrance when people said, let's go, and they just trusted that moment and fled. This is my Aunt Zolobia, who thankfully escaped from Nakumatt as the shooting was going on. You grew up here too. How do you feel?
Oh, I grew up here, and it has been sort of a petrifying experience for me. It's the first time I've ever encountered something like this in a very safe country, my home.
I feel really proud of my country. I feel very proud of Kenyans. Seeing how everybody pulled together to console, to rescue, to feed the troops. As a country, we were looking down the barrel of a gun, and I think our true colors were exemplified. So I don't think that for Kenya, that terrorists